Okay, good morning to everybody. Sorry, good afternoon. Now, we'll start with a new concept. Another transformation, bilinear transformation, or Mobius transformation, or fractional linear transformation. Same words, all concepts are same. So, what will be the linear transformation, bilinear transformation, or Mobius transformation, or fractional linear transformation? Same. So in previous lecture, we have studied about conformal transformation or conformal representation. So the definition will be to every values of z, every values of z values of z corresponds to only one value of w, that is a bilinear transformation is a mapping of the form W equals to AZ plus B divided by CZ plus D, where A, B, C, D are complex constant, and AD minus BC. That means this determinant will be not equal to 0. Then these types of mapping is called bilinear transformation or Mobius transformation or fractional linear transformation. This mapping also called Mobius or Mobius transformation or fractional linear transformation, FLT. Okay, in brief we can say fractional linear transformation. For example, we can say this is the example of bilinear transformation or Mobius transformation or fractional linear transformation. So with the rotation, we can give an example of this. Suppose Tz equals to Az. This is the mapping and linear fractional transformation mapping or Mobius transformation. If A equals to R is a real this scale of the plane. That means if A equals to e to the power I theta, it rotates the plane. Okay. E to the power I theta, it rotates the plane. So if A equals to R into e to the power I theta, it does both at once. That means suppose this is the real Z plane, this is the Z plane, and this is the W plane. Okay. So if Z transform to W plane, then from the given function A equals to R into e to the power I theta. This is the polar form. Remember it. So if Z transform to W, that means as Z, then this square becomes actually a little bit rotation and magnifying also. Okay, that means multiplying by A equals to R into e to the power I theta scales by R, multiplying by R for magnification and by rotation theta angle rotate. Okay, so from the given mapping A, B, C, D, this whole, that means 4 complex constant can be written as A, B of course 0 and C also 0, but D equals to what? 1. From the given mapping, D equals to 1. So we say the determinant will be what? Not 0. This determinant is not 0. That means for the scale and rotation, we can give this example, and scale and rotation and translation also, we can give another example for that. Let the mapping will be Az plus B. Then adding B term introduces a translation. This is the by the definition of translation in previous lecture we have studied about rotation, translation, reflection, and magnification also. Okay. So from that definition, Az plus B adding, so we get the translation to previous example. So similarly, just if in the Z plane, the square, this is square, Z transform to W equals to what? Az plus B. Okay, because of translation. Then this transform to what? And magnifying also, and also this is the this mapping, we get the big square, a little bit rotation and also translation. So the map W equals to Az plus B scales, rotates and shifts the square. So from the given example, we can say the complex constant A, B, C, D will be A, B, 0, 1. So these two examples, this is the example of Mobius transformation or fractional linear transformation or bilinear transformation. So you have to remember this one. Now we can solve some example. Now what will be the invariants? What will be the invariants for bilinear transformation? Invariants. Invariants. What will be the invariants? That means there will be no change in constant. according to the definition of Mobius or bilinear transformation, we must know that W equals to AZ plus B, CZ plus D, where A, B, C, D are the complex constants. This is the equation number 1. Now, if Z maps to W by equally sign, that means if Z equals to W, that means if Z maps into itself, then we get invariants. Okay, then equation 1 becomes what? Equation 1 becomes Z equals to AZ plus B, CZ plus D. This is called invariance. You must know this will represents a quadratic equation, quadratic in Z. That means what? CZ square plus DZ equals to what will be? AZ plus B. That means CZ square plus D minus A into Z minus B equals to 0. This is the actual, it has two roots. Okay. So the roots of equation 2, the roots of equation 2 roots are invariants. These two roots will be invariant or fixed point or fixed point of the bilinear transformation. Bilinear transformation. Okay. Roots are invariant means there will be no change, and that means will be equilibrium point or fixed point of the bilinear transformation. So if the roots are equal, again, if the roots are Z1 equals to Z2, that means if two roots are equal, then it will become parabolic. Then the bilinear transformation is called parabolic. Okay, parabolic. Now we are trying to prove a theorem, important theorem about bilinear transformation. Understanding, everybody? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Now important theorem about a bilinear transformation. First of all, what is the cross ratio? What is cross ratio? Cross ratio. What will be the, what is cross ratio? If there are 4 points in Z plane, Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4. Then the ratio, Z1 minus Z2, Z3 minus Z4 divided by Z2 minus Z3, Z2 minus Z3, and Z4 minus Z1 is called the cross ratio of Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4 in Z plane. Remember it. This is the cross ratio of what? Z plane. If you consider any 4 points of a Z plane, then this ratio That means Z1 minus Z2 into Z3 minus Z4. Okay, that means this difference and this difference. Okay, Z1 minus Z2 into what? Z3 minus Z4 divided by Z2 minus Z3, Z2 minus Z3 and Z4, this one. Okay, this ratio. That means Z1 minus Z2 into Z3 minus Z4 divided by what will be? Z2 minus Z3 into Z4 minus Z1. This ratio is called cross ratio of Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4 in jet plane. So now an important theorem about the cross ratio. A theorem a bilinear transformation, a bilinear transformation preserves cross ratio of 4 point. Cross ratio of 4 points. Cross ratio of 4 points. Now we'll try to prove. We know by definition of bilinear transformation, what will be? W equal to what will be? Sz plus B divided by Cz plus D. Now consider W1, W2, W3, W4 are 4 points in W plane, which maps into Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4 in Z plane. That means this is the image of what? Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4 respectively. So W1, W2, W3, W4 these 4 points will be the image of what? Z1, Z2, Z3 and Z4 respectively. So W1 equal to what will be? For the first point, W1 equals to A Z1 plus B divided by C Z1 plus D. Okay. And W2 equals to what will be? Similarly, AZ2 plus B plus CZ2 plus D. W3 what will be? AZ3 plus B plus CZ3 plus D. Similarly, W4 what will be? Z4 plus B divided by CZ4 plus D. Now, to maintain the cross ratio, because the bilinear transformation preserves cross ratio of 4 points. So we have to find out the cross ratio of images. Now, W1 minus W2 equals to what will be? Z1 plus B divided by Z1 plus D minus Z2 plus B CZ2 plus D. Now, if we take common here, what will happen? First of all, you have to take LCM. CZ1 plus D, CZ2 plus D. Okay. So AZ1 plus B, AZ1 plus B into CZ2 plus D minus AZ2 plus B, CZ1 plus D. So this equals to what will be SC Z1 Z2 plus AD will be what? AD Z1 plus BC Z2 plus BD minus AC Z1 Z2 minus AD Z2 minus BC Z1 minus BD. So CZ1 plus D, CZ2 plus D. Now from this, from the numerator, what we get actually? This BD will be cancelled. SC Z1 Z2, SC Z1 Z2 will be cancelled. So from this Z1 and Z1, we get common what? AD minus BC. Okay. AD minus BC. AD minus BC. From this Z2 and this Z2, we get another BC minus, if we Z2 common, then we get BC minus AD. That means if we take AD minus BC divided by CZ1 plus D, CZ2 plus D, so Z1 minus Z2 common. Okay. Therefore, W1 minus W2 will be this one. This is equation number 1.
স্যার মানে W3 এবং W4 না স্যার
হ্যাঁ right.
জি স্যার পারবো স্যার
now W2 minus W3 what will be?
হচ্ছে স্যার হ্যাঁ বুঝতে পারবো স্যার
now similarly W2 minus W3 what will be? W2 AD minus BC, same AD minus BC, CZ2 plus D, and here CZ3 plus D equals to what will be? Z2 minus Z3. This is equation number 2. And W3 minus W4 equals to what will be? Similarly, AD minus BC divided by what will be? Z3 plus D, sorry, CZ3. This will be CZ3 CZ4 plus D equals to what will be? Z3 minus Z4. And W4 minus W1, similarly AD minus BC divided by CZ4 plus D, CZ1 plus D equals to Z4 minus Z1. This is equation number 3, and this also equation number 4. So from equation, from equation 1, 2, 3, and 4, we get what? W1 minus W2, W2 into W3 minus W4 divided by W1 minus W4, 3, 2 equals to what will be? Z1 minus Z2, Z3 minus Z4 divided by Z1 minus Z4, Z3 minus Z2. That means this cross ratio will be preserved. So image W1, W2, W3, W4. Okay. This 4-point maps to what? Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4. This cross ratio equals to image, the cross ratio of image equals to the cross ratio of Z plane. Okay. AD minus BC same, this is why cancelled, and this also cancelled, cut. Now properties of bilinear transformation. Properties of some properties of bilinear transformation. Some important properties of bilinear transformation. A bilinear transformation maps circles into circles. That means a bilinear transformation maps circle to circle. That means if there are circle in Z plane, then the image will be also what? Circle. A bilinear transformation preserve the cross ratio of 4 point. Okay, this is the first properties, and second properties, that means this theorem. So a bilinear transformation preserves the cross ratio of 4 points. 4 points. Cross ratio of 4 points. That means these properties will be preserved. Now we'll try to solve some example. Find the bilinear transformation. Example 1. Find the bilinear transformation which maps the points z equals to 1, I minus 1. All are complex number. 1 plus 0 into I means what? 0 plus 1 into I, and minus 1 what will be? Minus 1 plus 0 into I. So there are three complex number in Z plane. Into the points, in the points in W plane, W equals to I 0 minus I. All are complex number. This I can be represented 0 plus 1 into I, and 0 will be 0 plus 0 into I, and minus I means what? 0 minus 1 into I. Hence find the image of modulus of Z less than 1. That means the radius of circles will be less than 1. Now solution will be, let the transformation according to the definition of bilinear transformation, W equals to what will be? As Z plus B divided by CZ plus D. Or dividing by D on both sides, we can write W equals to A by D Z plus B by D divided by C by D into Z plus 1. Just dividing by D on, we can write this one. So we can transform it into PZ plus Q divided by RZ plus 1, where P equals to what? P equals to what? A by D. Okay. Q equals to what? B by D, and R equals to C by D. Okay. Just substituting the constants. So this is equation number 1. This is the W equals to this one. Now if you transform the points, suppose this is the Z and this is the W. So if we take the Z points, how many Z points? 1. If Z equals to 1, then W equals to what? I. Similarly, if Z equals to I, then W equals to what? 0. And if Z equals to minus 1, then W equals to what? Minus I. So now substituting values of Z in one we get, so W equals to what will be? Just for the first one, W equals to what? I equals to what will be? Z equals to 1, P plus Q divided by R plus 1. That means we get P plus Q equals to what? P plus Q equals to I into R plus 1. And this is equation number 2. Now for the second point, W equals to what? 0. Okay. And Z equals to I. So putting here P into I plus Q divided by R into Z means I plus 1. So from this, by cross multiplication, what will get? Now we get this by first point and this by second point. Okay. So W equals to 0 and Z equals to I. Okay. So by cross multiplication, what we get? Pi plus Q equals to what? 0. This is equation number 3. Now from the third points, that means -1 minus I. Z equals to -1, W equals to minus I. So putting these values in equation 1, W equals to minus I equals to what will be? Minus I. W equals to minus I. P into minus P plus Q minus R plus 1. So by cross multiplication, what we get? Minus P plus Q equals to what? IR minus I. Okay. IR minus I. This equation number 4. Just putting these points in equation 1, we get this one. Now, from 2 and 4. 2 and 4, that means subtracting 4 from 2. Okay. Subtracting 4 from 2. What we get? Subtracting, we get Q will be cancelled. So twice P equals to what will be? IR will be cancelled. Twice I. Okay. Twice I. Therefore, P equals to what? I. P equals to I. Now putting the values of I of P in which one? In 3. In 3, what we get? I into I plus Q equals to 0. So Q equals to what will be? Minus I square. Minus I square means what? 1. Okay. Now, and putting the values of P and Q in P and Q in equation 2. In equation 2. So what we get? PQ value what? P equals to I and Q equals to 1. So I plus 1 equals to I into R plus 1. So value of R what will be from here? R equals to what? II will be cancelled from both sides. IR equals to 1. Okay. IR equals to what? IR equals to 1. That means IR equals to what? IR equals to minus I. Minus I. Multiplying by I on both sides. So I square equals to minus 1. Then R equals to what? Minus I. Therefore, from equation 1, W equals to what will be? Just putting all the values. W equals to what? P. P value what? I. iz plus q equals to what? 1 divided by r value what? Minus i minus iz plus 1. u b তে ট্রান্সফর্ম করব। Okay, just from this equation 1, w equals to what? Pz plus q divided by rz plus 1, but p equals to 1, I, q equals to 1 and r equals to minus I. Just putting here we get w equals to iz plus 1 divided by iz plus 1. Okay, so after this line we get what? W equals to what? U plus ib, okay, and z equals to what? X plus I y minus I x plus I y plus 1. So from this we can write ix minus y plus 1. Okay, and from here minus ix minus I square, that means plus y plus 1. This equals to what will be? Ix minus y plus 1, ix plus y plus 1 minus ix plus y plus 1 plus 1. That means multiplying in both numerator and denominator by what? Ix plus y plus 1. Make a formula a plus b into a minus b. Okay, then we get a square minus b square. Here we get what? Ix whole square minus ix plus 1, ix plus 1 whole square minus y square, and denominator we get y plus 1 whole square minus ix whole square. Okay, now from here a plus b whole square formula, I square x square plus 2ix plus 1 minus y square divided by what will be? Y plus 1 whole square plus x square. So therefore u plus ib equals to, we got what? I square means minus 1 minus x square minus y square. Okay, plus 1 minus twice I plus twice ix divided by what will be? X square plus y plus 1 whole square. So there are, this is the use the real part here, and what will be real part? Real part what? We can divide it into two parts. 1 minus x square plus 1 divided by what? X square plus y plus 1 whole square plus twice x divided by x square plus y plus 1 whole square into I. That means this is the real part. U below this and b below this one. So equating real and imaginary, equating real and imaginary parts, we get, okay, u equals to what will be? U equals to minus x square minus y square plus 1 divided by x square plus y plus 1 whole square. This is the real part. But we are given in question the modulus of z. Modulus of z is less than 1. Okay. But modulus of z what? Square root over x square plus y square less than 1. That means x square plus y square less than 1. And this is the circle with radius 1. Okay. Radius will be what? 1. And there are many points. And this radius will be what? 1. So interior points less than 1, all the interior points less than 1 will be the included point of the circle. So this implies we can write 1 minus x square minus y square will be greater than 0. Okay. From this inequality, you can write this one. This is another equation. Suppose this is equation number 5. Okay. From 5, using 6, using this one, since this greater than u equals to minus, 1 minus x square minus y square divided by x square plus y square, y plus 1 whole square, y plus 1 whole square. Since 1 minus x square minus y square greater than 0, so this greater than 0. Okay, because 1 minus x square minus y square is greater than 0. Hence, by 5. Okay, hence we can say that u is greater than 0. Okay. So the which is required image is required image. Okay, this is the required image and real image. Okay, and now another similar example. Find a bilinear transformation which maps the points I minus I1 of the z plane into 0, 1, infinity of the w plane respectively. So, by cross ratio, we know, by cross ratio we know w minus w1, w2, w3 divided by w minus w3 into w2, w1. We can write z minus z1, z2 minus z3 divided by z minus z3 Z1. From the given points, Z points and W points. For Z points, I image points will be 0. Okay. Now another one for minus I image points will be 1 in W plane. Now if 1 in Z plane, then infinity will be in W plane. Okay. So this is the equation number 1. Now putting W1, W2, W3 maps to what? Maps to Z1, Z2, Z3. That means 0, 1, infinity will maps to what? I minus I, 1. So putting these values in equation from equation 1, W minus W1, W minus W1, W2 divided by W3 minus 1 divided by W divided by W3 minus 1, W2 minus W1. This equals to what will be? Same. Z minus Z1, Z2 minus Z3 divided by what? Z minus Z3 divided by Z2 minus Z1. Now just putting the values. W1 equals to what? 0. Okay. And W2 equals to what? 1. And W3 equals to infinity. So 1 by infinity minus 1 divided by W divided by infinity minus 1, and W2 equals to 1 and W1 equals to 0. So for the Z values, we can write Z1 equals to what? I. Z minus I, and Z2 equals to what? Minus I. Z3 minus 1 divided by Z3 equals to 1 and Z2 equals to minus I minus I. Okay. That means minus twice I. So from this, there 1 by infinity equals to what? 0. So minus 1 and something by infinity what? 0. So this and this will be cancelled and this only 1. So only we get W. Okay. W equals to, here after multiplication, we get multiplying by Z with this I minus 1 into Z plus I plus 1 divided by Z minus, this is the twice I minus twice I, Z minus 1 into minus 2. Z minus 1 into, here we get minus twice I, but multiplying by I on both numerator and denominator, we get minus 2. Okay. From here we get z minus I minus 1 divided by z minus 1 into minus twice I. Okay, multiplying by I on both numerator and denominator, we get minus 2I square. So minus 2I square means what? Multiplying by I square equals to my I in my, we get on minus 2. So this will be the result. If we take multiplying by minus I, okay, minus I, this minus I will be what? I square equals to minus 1. So minus 2. Okay. This will be the result.